to The Hypnotist, the show that gives you inside access to cutting-edge hypnosis with real clients facing genuine issues. Brought to you by the hypnotherapist demanded by celebrities, CEOs, and even royalty, Adam Cox. These recordings took place live from Adam's clinic in London's world-famous Harley Street. So, get yourself comfortable and enjoy today's episode of The Hypnotist.
Hi, it's Adam here, and in this episode of The Hypnotist, we're going to be doing a hypnosis session inspired by a poem. Now, I haven't done this for a couple of weeks. Recently, I've been doing them based on either client sessions or indeed by randomly generated variables that create the structure and the framework for a hypnosis session. But in this particular session, I'm going to be doing a poetry-inspired hypnosis session. And the particular poem I'm going to be using as the inspiration for this session is a poem called Desiderata. And this is by a poet called Max Ehrmann. It was written a long time ago, almost 100 years ago, 1927. And essentially, it is a poem about almost the qualities required and the thinking strategies that are useful to live a good life. It deals with things like resilience. It deals with thoughtfulness, evaluating and reducing risk, but also a form of self-love, like being kind to yourself, working with yourself rather than against yourself. So I will actually use the poem as part of the hypnosis session, but there will be a hypnosis session around it as well. So if you're listening to this, find a quiet place where you won't be disturbed, relax, and enjoy the session. Take a deep breath in, and as you breathe in a resourceful feeling of relaxation, and as you exhale, get a sense that tension, stress and worries are leaving your body in your outward breath. As you breathe in, if it's safe to do so, on the next outward breath, allow your eyelids to close, and in doing so, focus your attention on my words. And as you focus your attention on my words, notice that your imagination and your unconscious will use these words as raw ingredients for you to create something magical in your imagination. I want you to get a sense that as you breathe in and breathe out, that your life is on a timeline. When you were born, your timeline started, and throughout your childhood, your timeline moved on. And at some point in the future, your timeline will come to an end. I want you to get a sense that whereas the past is the past, leading to a particular point, you have infinite possibilities of where your timeline takes you in the future. If you are able to extract the value from the past, you can use that information to make different choices and decisions to steer the direction of your timeline into a more appealing, desirable, fulfilling future for you. I want you to get a sense that there are things that are valuable to you. And sometimes we think that the value is in materialistic or financial things. money, a house, a car. I want you to get a sense that if you were offered 1 billion of whatever your currency is, but you had 12 hours to live, or you don't get the billion and you just live out the rest of your life, wouldn't that be an easy choice to turn down 1 billion? And the reason it would be so easy to turn down that billion is that you value your life more than money. And what is life if it isn't about your ability to make choices with the time that you have? You get to choose what you do, who you spend time with, how you have an impact in the world around you. I want you to think about that future timeline, the timeline that you would happily turn down 1 billion for, to see out your timeline, and to think, how do you make the most of the time that you have left? Go placidly amid the noise and the haste, and remember what peace there may be in silence. As far as possible, without surrender, be on good terms with all persons. Speak your truth quietly and clearly, and listen to others, even to the dull and the ignorant. They too have their story. Avoid loud and aggressive persons. They are vexatious to the spirit. If you compare yourself with others, you may become vain or bitter, for always there will be greater and lesser persons than yourself. Enjoy your achievements as well as your plans. Keep interested in your own career, however humble. It is a real possession in the changing fortunes of time. Exercise caution in your business affairs, for the world is full of trickery. But let this not blind you to what virtue there is. Many persons strive for high ideals, and everywhere life is full of heroism. Be yourself, especially do not feign affection. Neither be cynical about love, for in the face of all aridity and disenchantment, it is as perennial as the grass. Take kindly the counsel of the years, gracefully surrendering the things of youth. Nurture strength of spirit to shield you in sudden misfortune, but do not distress yourself with dark imaginings. Many fears are born of fatigue and loneliness. Beyond a wholesome discipline, be gentle with yourself. You are a child of the universe, no less than the trees and the stars. You have a right to be here. And whether or not it is clear to you, no doubt the universe is unfolding as it should. Therefore, be at peace with God, whatever you conceive him to be. And whatever your labors and aspirations, in the noisy confusion of life, keep peace in your soul. with all its sham, drudgery and broken dreams, it is still a beautiful world. Be cheerful. Strive to be happy. As you think about the timeline, your future, right until your last breath, how can you be cheerful? How can you strive to be happy? How can you face your fears, pursue your passions, and realize that in this game of life, nobody gets out alive. And therefore, the objective is to make the most of your time. I want you to think of at least 2 or 3 things that you do consistently that waste your time. And then think back to that decision where you turned down 1 billion. You turned down 1 billion to have more time. And therefore, doesn't it make sense to make the most of the time you have? To use it, to enjoy it, to pursue meaningful things. Avoid those people, places, and environments that make you feel unworthy or unhappy. Spend time with those people that recognize your talents, the qualities in you that you also admire, and realize that there will be a timeline beyond your life. You just won't be part of it. But that doesn't mean that you can't leave a legacy for people when you're gone. What if you're able to maximize your life, but sow seeds of plants and trees that will grow even after you're gone? I want you to get a sense that you are unlocking all of the resources to enable you to go placidly, to live your life, follow your timeline in a way that gives you more smiles and less cries. Very soon I will count from 1 to 10 to awaken you. You will awaken feeling resourceful, feeling motivated, feeling decisive to cut out those things that are leeches that take away your time and therefore your life. And instead, tap into those things that make you feel fulfilled, joyful, and grateful. Take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your nose. Just wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, get a sense that you're in your body right now. Starting to count to awaken you. 1, 2, 3, waking up. 4, 5, 6, more alert. 7, 8, open your eyes, open your eyes. 9, 10, wide awake, wide awake, wide awake.